and student athletes Shanice Dels and Kylie Halverson. We will start with an opening statement from coach and then turn questions over to our student athletes. We will dismiss them and then go back to coach for questions. If you have a question, please use the raise your hand function or message in the chat. We will start with an opening statement from coach.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a game that no one no one deserves to lose. It's just a really great game. Obviously, it was another game like the one we had against them in Tuscaloosa, and just give them credit for finding a way to get the job done. I'm proud of the way we fought. It was just a great softball game. It stings, but it was a great softball game, and I'm proud of the way our student athletes fought.
All right, now we'll turn it to questions for our student athletes. Ethan, you can go ahead.
Either of you, just now it's 3 consecutive losses that have just been really tough. I'm sure emotionally, just with the way it went. Just what is the group gonna do, I guess, to respond now for the next postseason?
I think we should not think about the fact that we've lost 3 times in a row. I mean, you always want to learn from the games in the past, but you don't want to dwell on them. I think we definitely have learned a lot, and we'll just keep it pushing. It doesn't really bother us that much. We know what we need to do going forward, and we'll just do that.
I mean, I think even though that we lost the last 3 games, we've really come together, and we fight for each other, and we've just learned a lot. And I think the next games out ahead of us are going to be good for us. So.
And then just with the way tonight when it was a really long game, I'm sure there was a lot of just in the middle of the game, a lot of small things that added up. I know over the course of any game, there's a lot of small things add up and change the result. Just what are some of those things that you think you want to clean up before the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I should have fielded that ball for Shanice. That's a big one. I think that our outfield though came in and made great plays. I think our infield made great plays as well. It's just limiting those free bases.
Any more questions for our student athletes?
And those catches that she made in the outfield, how big was that to see her make some of those catches to prevent runs early?
I think she's done it all year though. It's no surprise that she's done that, but it prevented runs from scoring, and so that was really big for us.
All right, you two may be dismissed. Now questions for coach. Ethan, you can get us started.
Sure. Well, now you got the rest of the postseason ahead. Just what are you hoping that the team, takes from this experience moving forward?
Well, I honestly thought that we responded well from the last weekend at Mizzou. I thought they fought their tails off tonight, and it's just a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel where honestly no one deserves to lose. So I'm already really proud of the way they responded from this past weekend, and so it's just one of those things where it's like I'm proud of the way that you fought. You're in the game. We just didn't get it done. We had our chances. We didn't get it done. That happens. We're ready to see where we are on Sunday. We think we're in a position to host. I think that the body of work that these athletes have put together has earned that, and they're ready. And I think that this game tonight is just a little bit of sting and heartbreak to motivate them for what comes next.
And then Shanice, just the last time y'all played them, she threw 172 pitches tonight, 165. Will you just talk about the guts that she has in these type of moments? It seemed like she was just ready to pitch as long as she needed to.
Yeah, I mean, she was exceptional tonight. We feel like anytime Shanice is out there, she gives us a chance to win, and she did. And it wasn't pretty tonight. I know she grinded a little bit more than typical. But they've seen a lot of her, and for her to still have that effectiveness is huge. But she has guts. I mean, she has a ton of guts. And I just am really, really proud she's a Razorback.
And then last thing I'll ask is they stranded 13. Y'all stranded 13 of their runners, and 7 of the innings were with them in scoring position. We just talk about, I guess, in those really tense moments, the ability for the team to get off the field without a run.
Yeah, well, they're battle tested. And I think that was that was huge. I mean, when you play through this conference and you play at the level that we do, you're in those situations and they trust themselves. They trust themselves and they trust each other. And when you have that much trust in each other, it doesn't make that situation quite as big. The only thing I will say, our crowd was incredible tonight. It felt bigger and more electric than probably any crowd that we've played in front of, and we've played in front of some really big crowds here, but they brought it tonight. And I just felt like in the beginning, I think that was great experience for us, because in the beginning, I feel like we got a little outside ourselves and we had to refocus. And I was really proud of the way that they did that. It's, one of the lessons that we've learned along the way. And but our fans are incredible and they brought it tonight.
And then we'll turn it over to Zoom. Eric, you may unmute yourself.
Coach, obviously the last game for the conference tournament at home, but you should be hosting 11 top 25 wins, 20 wins against top 50, one of the toughest conference schedules. So with all that being said, what are some of the things you want to work on between now and your next postseason game?
Well, I think there's always lessons in just staying in the moment. I do think that we got a little outside ourselves. We played a little out of our minds at the start of the game. I think we refocused and kind of brought it back, which is one of the lessons that we learned along the way. I just continuing to put pressure on their defense in those big moments. We definitely had some chances, and so just continuing to trust ourselves and just continuing to fight together. I don't think we need to make a ton of adjustments off of tonight. I thought we fought. It was just a really good game, because I'm already really proud of the way they grew from this past weekend.
Is there some nerves? Did you sense any nerves, anything early with your group? I mean, there's a lot of a young group here, playing in a conference tournament setting. Did you sense anything like that early?
Yeah, but I don't think it was the conference tournament setting so much as it was the crowd and the magnitude of everything. And so that's why I'm just really glad that we got that experience, because when we host, I'm with you, Eric, when we host, this crowd's going to be electric like that. And now we have that experience in our back pocket.
Thank you.
Any more questions for Coach? All right, thank you.